Hi, hello, welcome to the Galactic Councilorship report for July 2023, brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess of Glossy. I'll be your oracle today. If anything that is said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. I was sent to deliberate the findings for Pisces rising. If you don't know your rising, start with your North Node. Everything else becomes less accurate depending on the chart, the month, la-di-da, yada, yada. We'll be deliberating the findings from, I keep hearing Thoth, and this is not Thoth, this is the Modern Witch Tarot. Okay, and this is the period between the 22nd of June through the 21st of July. So give or take a day. Okay, and for Pisces rising, the sun is moving through Cancer this cycle. So it's a 5th house event. Okay, so the 5th house is the love you give yourself and others. It's generative energy. It's where you go to play. It can be speculation. It could be children. It could be luck. It could be risk taking. It could also be just the karma, the dharma that you're born with, okay? So this is, it's the calling, it's the dharma. All right, grant me a moment, dear. And hi, hello, welcome. I wanna welcome all the new subscribers, you belong, welcome home. And all the returning subscribers, the A1s, the day ones, thank you for staying 10 toes down. I appreciate all the donations, the gifts, etc. Thank you, I appreciate you. I F with you, I really do, thank you. Ooh, girl, let me hydrate. Ooh, okay. All right. So, I'm getting that. I'm hearing the word pay to play. I do not understand that yet. There's some kind of repression, or we're dealing with the Leo. Oppression, suppression, repression, manipulation, keep us down, enslaved, small, stuck, stupid. What I'm getting so far is that if we're not going to play in the area where we have our divine calling, our sacred mission, if we're not answering the call, if we're not honoring the favor upon our life, we're going to be spiritually bankrupt. I think things have to fall all the way down to the ground, and we needed to get a clue, and we finally had to get the message somehow, some way. It took a while. We had to have it beat out of us, and we were hard-headed. So 10 of Swords, something's fine. 10 of Swords. Oh, 10 of Swords, the Sun card. So I'm also getting that there's some kind of block by malignant toxic tumor dressed up as a human. And things weren't moving, weren't working. Somebody was having a relationship with us in their mind and their ego and their imagination at their altar. And their energy, their power, their influence was so great that they had to be taken out in some kind of way, whether physically, spiritually, whatever, what have you, in order for us to move on, move forward. The devil. We were bound in a place we didn't need to be. We were stuck in a place we didn't need to be with a person that we shouldn't have. And whether we knew or didn't know, yeah, we were giving it energy. We were bound in some kind of way. Everything was being stolen from us. So time, energy, effort, attention, our energy. Yeah. So when you have the Tower and the devil, it means inevitable conflict. It can also be breaking out of hell. I know I say that for the Death card as well. This is the actual technical combination, but any strong Saturn energy with the Tower card means a reckoning of some kind, okay? So this is it. We have the devil and the Sun card. So that means aggression, okay? This means eternal damnation, okay? Somebody's not allowed in heaven. They're not allowed in the Engading, the Garden of Eden, in paradise. They don't go to the promised land. That's what it is, how it is. This is unfortunate. This is straight up eternal damnation and death. So this person who's all up on us, all up in our la-di-da, yada, yada, jocking our nuts up in our business, really is what that is. They've done us so dirty. They've done so wrong that redeemed is over. The salvation, the Savior is over. They're going to need to get assigned a new soul after they're destroyed and spend an eternity in the pit. I don't want to talk more. This is sad and unfortunate. I don't think well, you need to be a certain type of soul, health. Yeah, accepting that somebody needs to accept the fact that we're not playing with them because we're repulsed, repelled. It's not right. We need to look at the energy, frequency, vibration, the people, the diet that we have, and the people and the thoughts that we're having, not so much the food that we're eating, because we're moving into the divine grace, but we're being purged and repelled from energies, entities, enemies, ideologies that we shouldn't. And it's hard because a lot of people, places, and things are leaving our life. A lot of environments, surrounding locations are purging us. And we might feel wronged or misunderstood or la-di-da, yada yada. But what it is we're being prepared for bigger, brighter, and better. And it requires strength. If it's not a flow, it's not a go. If you didn't get invited, don't show up. And if it's not a mutually beneficial, nourishing need exchange, get up from the table, and love's no longer being served. We were born to do something where we should be about it. We have a high calling, high favor. We should be about it. And we're focused on these other things, the emotional or the ego of separation, divorce. Divorce is not always marriage, partnership, breaking up. It could be losing a friend, ending a lease, selling a car, giving 2 weeks notice at work. My favorite place to eat closed down, and I'm sad about it. But so all of that is divorce. Living without despair. See, shoot us. When we can reach our head up towards the sky, look above the horizon and into the future, that's it. You see what I'm saying? Okay. And I'm hearing, catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Never let it fade away. Yeah, so we got a lot of mental anguish. We're up in our mind, up in our heart, up in our ego about something because we're losing people. We're stuck on stupid somewhere, somehow. And it was really that we were attached to people that were dark clouds. They were drains. They were the devil. And listen, these people need healing, compassion, whatever, what have you. They're free to be in pain, but it's not free. They're not free to abuse us, use us in some way. And whatever it is, their negative influence. And I said this before in these readings. It's okay to be who you are, how you are. Some things don't mix. If I'm a white piece of clothing and you're in a red piece of clothing, we can't go in and wash it together. And of course, we can force it, we can make it happen, but we know what's going to happen. Something's going to come out the wash it pink. So bleed, it's going to bleed. Something's going to bleed. So that's what it is. We need to be focusing on our finances or our business or our hustle or our bag and listen, people are gonna, right now we're feeling separated from people, but people are gonna feel separated from us pretty soon. Pisces. So right now we're feeling like we have to leave people, we couldn't be around them, or they're leaving us behind, and we're feeling sad about that in some way, some shape. Okay, that's not what it is, how it is. It's not what it's about. We're being prepared for greatness. And if somebody's not able to stay in our life right now, there's reasons beyond our knowing. That's the thing with Pisces. It's usually something more than we can perceive, than we can see. They're deceitful, and it's not always about being openly deceitful or being malicious towards us. They could just not be in alignment with themselves. So they're on a vibration that is being repelled from our life. If you show up some kind of way and you keep getting improved, eventually you might outgrow the environment that you were called to when you showed up some kind of way. That's another thing. So sometimes people can't even be alone with themselves. They can't get down with themselves. And something in us might attract us to them on January 1st, but by July 30th, we got to keep it up, popping, keep it on, keep it moving. And we might not understand that intellectually right away. It might take us some time to understand that when we've kept growing by September, by December, when we're even bigger, brighter, and better at that time, we might understand what happened in July. Example, okay? So let's wrap this up because we have the devil and the sun card here. That's aggression, aggressive tactics coming out of the dark. And then the tower and the devil. So that's inevitable conflicts are coming out of hell. So we've been stuck on stupid, stuck in places we shouldn't. Something's coming through, pulling through. Something's finally happening. We're finding our place, our foundation, our spiritual bliss, our spiritual peace. Things are starting to become progressive, speed up, come in, come through, pull through. Something's finally over. It might be happening suddenly. We need to stand our ground. Understand that we have a coveted position, and it is time. Wheel of Fortune. The tables are turning. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we were just stuck around things that were harmful for us, and our blessings were stuck. God duties and obligations, entering the calling on our life, higher fan. So this is about cleaving, holding on to something, maybe holding on to some kind of foundation. Unfortunately, it's gone negative. So somebody might be withholding something from us or stuck on stupid, they can't leave, they can't move. 2-5, something is depleted, a loser, or there's a losing streak, something is falling all the way down to the ground if it's not dealing with a person. But 3-5-7 in the reading, when it comes out right away, or early on, it's typically talking about a person. So somebody's contesting something out of the ego, somebody is contesting something out of vengefulness, greed, envy, malice, something of that nature. 5 of Wands is contestation, competition. 5 of Swords is sabotage. It's an open enemy, somebody's openly crossed the line. Now we have this, I keep wanting to call this the Lovers. It's the Justice card. Okay, so this is something from the universe is going to come back into alignment. We have deep insight about it. We've been looking for the why of the why. We have to turn within for answers. It's about to happen, going to happen. And it's according to spiritual laws, okay? This is also 2 5s with the Hierophant, bringing order over chaos. We need to hold on to what we know is right, be in alignment, and be right with God, and everything will work out. I've heard a couple songs, Cigarettes and Chocolate Milk by Rufus Wainwright and that. I don't know who sings this song. I'm kind of curious these days. I gotta look it up. If you put it in the comments, I can't absorb it. I keep hearing the Beyonce version, and I like the older version. Okay, so somebody thinks that they should get a second chance. Wear their wish fulfillment, wishing on a star. Follow where you are. Wishing on a dream to find out what it means. Okay, but they stole from us, and it's not always physical things. It could be time, energy, effort, attention, hopes, wishes, dreams. They seduced us. They wanted to play some kind of role. They had an agenda, and they literally could not think long term. They couldn't build. They couldn't go the extra mile. So that means this person compromised themselves. They tried to sacrifice us in some kind of way. They have all this self-pity, this covert tactics. So they're backhanded and sneaky, and it came out. They could have stole from us. 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, they could have stole from us. Yeah, and they can't learn. We've already moved through that lesson. This person doesn't listen. Now, in the fifth house, there might be conflict, challenge, pushback around what we're about. We might be starting something new, and we're dealing with crabs in the barrel, haters. Five of Wands is hater as hoes, but see, with the I heard Wheel of Fortune, so something has shifted, something has changed. But see, but we're in alignment. Okay, that's the thing with the Justice card. I never thought I'd see you so far away from me, so far away from home, so far away from me. Somebody didn't expect us to improve. They thought we'd stay stuck and stupid low. Okay, but we're making the right moves, and when we're getting into bigger places, we're broadening our horizons. So another thing is, now that we're leaving, we're growing, we're evolving. Come up here. Come on, baby. Come on, you know what's up. Since we're expanding, we're leaving somebody behind, they're feeling abandoned. They could have grown with us, they could have collaborated, co-created with us, but they went to war with us behind our back, and they got what they got. If it's up, then it's stuck, so they got caught up. Yeah, bully, intimidation. We're virginal and pure. They took that as stupid because they perceive it as weak and meek. That's not the case. This person had a vision, so they mislabeled, misjudged, misperceived. They could only sense, they could only take it a certain way, and they were petitioning from our energy for something, and they got much more than they asked for, and they're confused. Somebody's confused and they're acting stupid. They're not reacting the right way. Instead of asking for clarity, instead of a curiosity examination, instead of collaboration, co-creation, instead of wanting to understand missions, objectives, intention, instead of coming with ideals, beliefs, values, shared agreements, they're coming with warfare, hellfire. So that talks about the quality of their soul, where they're at. Clearly they need healing, clearly they need redemption, salvation. That might not be our problem, and we might need to step out the way so that they can work through that, so they can be on their journey, on their path, however they can, and whenever they choose to wake up, it's fine. They might not be able to tolerate or wait around. It's what that is, how that is. Smash that like button. See you in the next